My guess is that you've seen the trailer to this movie and thought it looked awesome. Well, I'm about to burst your bubble. That's what trailers do. Suck you in with a false hope that the movie is going to be a lot of fun. Especially movies like this, low-budget made-for-web sci-fi films that you already know are going to be light on the science and heavy on the fiction. It's not all bad though. Hi, I'm the Arty Dans and I'm going to answer the question, should you watch Mutation on Mars? Let's check it out. After a meteor shower hits the surface of Mars, a group of scientists working on a way to ensure humans can live on Mars manage to get to the safety of their escape rover. But as they approach the top of Mars's atmosphere, a strange floating creature attacks their craft, causing it to crash back to the surface. Another group of scientists aboard a space station on a separate mission are called up to rescue them, after Frank from the Alliance of Migration to Mars project, seriously, the guy just introduces himself as Frank, calls their control center in China and pleads his case, stating that China is the only country with astronauts close enough to Mars to mount the rescue mission. Reluctantly, the control center agrees to the mission only after they find out a Chinese scientist is there, because it means the abandoning of their mission. Anyway, the too long I wasn't paying attention to you Arty Dans version sees the crew landing on Mars to rescue the scientists, reuniting a lost father and son who battle it out against not one, but two mutated Mars monsters. So yes, this is still a monster movie, as one of the scientists has been experimenting with a chameleon, which I have to say is a nice change from sharks, crocodiles and snakes. Although, a wild land shark on Mars would have been pretty awesome. The mutated chameleon is kinda cute. It's about the size of a large dog, such as a Great Dane, but longer due to its tail. It still has beady little eyes and surprisingly large mouth with a thin, long tongue. Now in real life, chameleons don't eat humans, obviously due to their size, surviving on a diet of insects and other lizards. Clearly with the absence of such other types of creatures on Mars, humans are the next best thing, but all I could think about was, what happens when it runs out of humans to eat? Considering it was attempting to kill the humans at a pretty rapid rate. Well, that's a question that will never get answered, as the poor chameleon meets a rather fiery end, and I really should have been focusing on the more important things in the movie, and so should the movie, as it introduced another monster before the chameleon, a strange UFO floating in the sky. The good part about the acronym UFO is that the O, object, isn't necessarily designated exclusively for the description of spacecrafts. In this movie, O for object is a mammal. A space mammal. A f***ing whale. Cool, a whale is exactly what you're thinking, right? Space whales are nothing new for pop culture. With the obsession starting in the 70s, whales have long been associated with space. I assume because space is like an ocean, but with less water. I'm not sure how that works. Whales can't fly. Japanese anime seems to love the idea of space whales, but they're usually mechanical. In this movie, it's clearly a real mammal, floating around the top of the atmosphere of Mars. And it's massive too. So where did it come from? Well, apparently, the same scientist who created the mega chameleon also managed to make the mega whale without anyone on the research station knowing about it. Incredible. And you're wondering why I'm not taking this movie seriously. I know this is a movie set in space. I know I have to check my realism at the door, but at least try. The end credits list a whole lot of space and science consultants, but I get this feeling that the depth of the consultation was an email where the writer asked, Mars is the red planet, right? When on the surface of Mars, the astronauts act like it has the same gravity as Earth, casually walking without any struggle. There's also this little thing about oxygen, as the astronauts also seem to take off their helmets at a whim, without any need of depressurizing and oxygen adjustments. When the guy at the end says, I'm just going to go back to the rover to get my notes, he acts like he's going to go back to his car because he forgot the groceries. Then there's all the drama. The movie has weird pacing. Lots of scenes are hastily edited and occur really quickly, but then the movie decides to dwell on the boring drama of the father and son. I get it, they were the cheapest scenes to film, but damn it are they boring and ruin the flow of the movie. It's only 70 odd minutes long, but still finds opportunities to just drag out the running time. That was the initial question. Should you watch this movie? Well, I'm going to give this a hard pass. While Chinese monster movies have been rising in popularity lately, and some of them like Land Shark and Escape of Shark are really fun to watch, this one is just a chore. I was bored watching it, which I feel is not a good sign. There was a great idea with both the Chameleon and the whale, but perhaps separate movies would have been better. If you've seen this, what did you think? Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to press the like button and consider subscribing to support my channel.